Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. The moon is in Aquarius and the sun is in Cancer. Just like every transit, this is definitely one of the most important or more important transits as we are still traveling through the gauntlet. For those of you who are just tuning into me and you're not familiar with this whole concept of the gauntlet references the 2-week lunar cycle of the moon, starting from the moon in Capricorn at the peak of the chart, going through Pluto, then going through Saturn in Aquarius, then going through Neptune in Pisces, then going through Jupiter in Aries, evolution, then going through Uranus in Taurus, innovation. Okay, and whereas before we had the nose in Gemini, it ends in Taurus. And so from that trine from Capricorn to Taurus, we are manifesting a hyper accelerated level of power. You're processing intuitively so much in your subconscious that, like a gauntlet, you evolve over the next 2 weeks and then you process it with the oppositions, go back again. So in this stage of the gauntlet during Cancer season, we've awakened the full understanding of the power of how to feel about it. Okay, you're awakening control and you're awakening the full understanding of what to feel about your power. So relative to everything you've awakened, now you're feeling it like an Agent K that, had his mind swiped because of the neuralizer, but he was told he was the greatest Men in Black agent. So it was true, but he didn't really feel it. He had to awaken to that. That's what this has done. It's awakening more how to feel about it, okay? Now, Aquarius in the 8th house of transformation is providing advanced knowledge. Aquarius is science. You're coming into the science of how to feel. You're going to learn and understand how to feel your power. The how relates to Virgo, in that the sun is making a 6th house integration aspect to the moon in Aquarius. So you're integrating how to feel, sun in Cancer, 6th house to the moon in Aqua, the knowledge, you're understanding the knowledge, the total knowledge, moon, Saturn, Aquarius, of how to feel. What is this going to induce? 8th house transformation. So everything you planted the seeds for in the new moon in Cancer, you're now, as you're harvesting this, transforming how you feel about the power you have, because you can plant the seeds for telekinesis. Then full moon in Capricorn happens and you're finally using these powers and you're understanding how to move objects with your mind. But this transit is going to have you understand the knowledge of how to feel about moving objects with your mind. And once you come into that total knowledge, once you've broken through and used it, it's going to transform your approach towards telekinesis. And this is going to lead into the final part of this harvest phase, moon in Pisces, where after understanding the knowledge of all this, you now express the full expression and feeling of the mastery of this. Relative to the moon in Virgo that had us practice these techniques, and we're going to take those details and fully flesh them out through our imagination of how we can now ascend this to the higher and highest level. This is now making this one of the most crucial transits here. And out of those 3, I think the Aquarius is the important one, because the challenge of detachment needed to these emotions that are extremely developing will help you release extreme emotions that can serve to inhibit you because you get stuck in your feelings. All right, this is definitely going to be somewhat extreme, kind of like the moon Pluto. And with the element of Saturn, there's a total downloading of knowledge. Okay, you think of it as a download, and everything you're downloading is uploading to your body. The square to Uranus is having you be okay with eccentricities that manifest as a result of you taking your sincere emotions and expressing them in unique ways that are cringy as fuck, or at least weird, relative to the social normative construct of society in this system. Remember, Saturn in Aquarius is having you download a new operating system. And for you jailbreakers with Uranus, this operating system is fuck it. iOS fuck it, PlayStation fuck it, Xbox fuck it, Android fuck it. Okay, fuck it all, because this shit is fucking bullshit. These apps that you're going to come again and update, right? Some of you have my favorite app, I don't give a fuck about this shit, or my personal favorite, fuck out my face. I just love that app whenever people it's only exclusive to the fuck it operating system. So, you know, people who kind of try and bother me, I just pull up the fuck out my face app and they get the fuck out my face. It's just such inventive. It's just such a progressive piece of technology that these programs process through your brain. Okay, you're understanding the knowledge of this. We did this before in Aries. You understood the knowledge of your identity. Then in Taurus, you understood the knowledge of your value. Then in Gemini, you understood the knowledge of your insights and your enlightened ideas. And now in Cancer, we're beginning to integrate that by understanding the knowledge of how to synthesize all of those facets of your individuality into a feeling that you'll bring to Leo on stage and perform for victory, or at least for fun. Okay? So you want to take this serious because you're going to be coming into extraordinary advanced knowledge that will uplift your understanding of what you can do and how you do it so that you can practically transform the nature of said psychic expression. Don't take personally what people think about you, all right? Their inability to confront you about that is more their inner projections. It has nothing to do with you. You're really just like a vessel or instrument for them to deal with that. Because a transit like this can really reveal a lot of evil behind the prejudice and the outdated narratives or just false narratives that people have about you based on their idea of you and not on who you really are. So you have to embrace the cringe because elements of how you express your eccentricity will be filtered with perspectives that don't necessarily align to who you truly are. And you can give a fuck about bullshit about you and other people, or you can just release it and take it into context. Context is one of the keys, all right? Especially social context. So this is really exciting because Moon in Aquarius sextiling Jupiter in Aries and Chiron in Aries is going to have you feel more into how powerful you're becoming. It's going to take this understanding of knowledge and open the door to expand how you apply that knowledge to yourself. Everything you're understanding about how to use these superpowers is going to once again augment into how much more boldly you can expand the concept of your character. And this is going to be felt by breaking you through into advanced applications of your supernatural abilities. Okay? And especially relative to how to use these powers, this doesn't have to be anything extreme. You know, you're coming into more detailed is Virgo, but you're coming into more advanced, extraordinary understanding of Aquarius, Moon. Shout out to Aquariuses of once again, like how to take to a greater level the processing and emotional intelligence that helps you think smarter, feel smarter, okay, process information faster. The supernatural evidence of this could literally be you wake up on time every morning. You've kicked a bad habit. It doesn't have to be like you're flying. Some of you will be levitating, but not everyone's advanced at that level to where they can channel ki and electricity through their fingertips. Most of this transformation is internal, and it comes through confronting and breaking through a lot of inhibitive qualities that don't allow you to be who you've always truly been before this physical reality, because you have a soul and your soul expresses a spirit, and these intangible aspects of yourself are housed in a body, but you are not just a physical vessel. You don't only live once, you live eternally. Are you following God? Are you aligning the principles of your life with the Most High? Because when Judgment Day comes, you can at least say you ran the race and you ran it well. Don't necessarily get drowned in guilt and shame. Those are lies from the dark forces or the devil, the accuser of our brethren. And I'm not trying to be religious here. I'm trying to get to, without making things too moral, look at things objectively enough to hold yourself accountable to where you may fall short of stepping into your greatest potential. The Moon in Aquarius will provide that knowledge and the karmic understanding with Saturn of how to align this more with integrity. So look forward to profound breakthroughs that will now fine-tune how much more advanced you actually express your sincere feelings. There will be knowledge behind what you feel. So over the past 2 weeks, that might have brought confusion of how to integrate these more supernatural facets into your reality. Boy, I'm channeling. I'm sorry. I just realized, like, this is just coming through. And, Aquarius is really good for just channeling knowledge. But this is also going to, on top of, once again, integrating all this understanding, put you in a position to really know how you're feeling, to really feel into the knowledge of how what you feel connects with the rest of the collective, and to take more sincere actions from this highly knowledgeable standpoint. Okay, respect the aqua risings, respect the aqua suns, respect the aqua moons, respect the charming Libras that are beautiful and intelligent, which makes me suspicious of them, but they're still my favorite sign. And shout out to Sagittarius, my favorite sign too. And, respect Scorpio with the South Node, because Scorpios have had enough of you. Scorpios have already had enough of us, but now they're completely fed up. So, just keep that in mind. Don't be annoying them the way that we might usually do, because they do represent the underworld and they know some demons too. Just like Gemini knows some angels, Scorpio knows some demon lords. So it is what it is if they're not doing themselves. So, really reflect. Really look out into the universe, because the collective will be sharing you these messages. And while the sun is growing closer to Neptune, before we have that trine with Moon, Neptune, and Sun, Mercury, and it blasts open the framework for this intuitive, synchronous revelation of unseen psychic phenomena, the knowledge of Aquarius is the framework and the lines drawn with Cap and Aqua so you can fill it in with color in Pisces. The knowledge you're downloading is going to help you understand the supernatural phenomena in Pisces. So pay very, very, very close attention. This is going to be one of those transits that brings some of the most extraordinary breakthrough in advanced applications of expressing superpowers. Okay, so if you're ready to actually know what it is you're doing, then be very receptive to the knowledge that's revealed, because once this goes into Pisces, it's time for you to show what you know and to express with full creativity the power of your imagination. And how this now takes to the next level newly activated psychic powers that you have recently harvested. I want you to comment below. What power, what ability, what behavior, what aspect of yourself have you harvested? Okay, what results are you looking forward to see into? If what you harvest is a bad crop, then this gives you insight and knowledge of how to make the next new moon planet more fruitful. Okay, so take into account that you reap what you sow. And I really do wish all of you so much abundance and success and prosperity. Okay, embrace the challenges moving forward. This is going to get deeper and deeper into the realization of your part of this revolution. Think about this time when Pluto was in Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. We're headed into Pluto and Aquarius during the 1790s, okay? After America's Revolution, we saw Napoleon lead a recently revolutionized France against war into monarchies. We saw the whole structure of the collective structure of government and who was represented properly be brought to a standstill, because Pluto Aqua represents where a bunch of people recognize they have to come together and now, reestablish unity. And, it's Pluto. So this happened with a lot of people being beheaded. We're entering into a whole poor eat the rich era. Okay, star killer era. You can't be flexing on these people, bragging on people how much richer you are, that you're going to be a target. Okay, and the revolution is here. We just got smartphones now. So, tally ho, motherfuckers. We ride at dawn, bitches. And I will see you in the next Magic Moon message. You are unlocking and understanding the knowledge of how to feel about expressing these powers, and you're going to understand how to integrate these special powers into your behavior and transform your feelings about them all. Godspeed. Peace.